What's up, guys? So today in Archeage, we're going to go over a crop report pre-3.5. So these are crops that you should be growing right now for amazing value. And it's mainly all these tier 4 pigment crops. So let's take a look at like Saffron here. Saffron is not that good actually at 19 silver. So these are very, very expensive. You buy them from vacation badges. Then you have Poppy. And again, these are all used in tier 4 pigments. You can see definitely a lot better to grow Poppy. And look at that. There's only a couple up here at 34. And then it jumps all the way up to 75. We'll take a look at the history to here to see if they actually sell that high. There's a couple that have sold at 79, 98. A couple. But there hasn't been a massive surge yet. We may see a big surge. You can see yesterday, 2,000 of these poppies sold. So if people are not growing them, the prices will jump up. Ginseng as well, hovering right around the 30 silver mark. But the best one here, I think personally the best one, is this Canola. So Canola is about 50 silver, and you can see yesterday 2,500 or 2,651 sold, and the price is hovering upwards. So someone pretty much bought out the entire auction house, and these things take a long time to grow. Hence why the prices are so high. And you need 50 of them when you are crafting a pigment. Another good item to buy is Cactus. You'll notice that there's absolutely no Cactus, or I mean to grow, is there's no Cactus on the auction house. So let's take a look at Cactus here. I actually have a couple in my inventory. We can see what's going on. And look at this massive price spike. So they were hovering right around 18, 10 to 15 silver, and then it's jumped up to nearly 30 silver, and now there's none on the auction house. So of course it is going to be trending higher. So things like that. Cactus is completely vacant from the auction house. And then last up we have Tumeric here. So only around 20 silver, but you can see it does spike up to nearly 1 gold per turmeric. Let's take a look and see how many actually is on the auction house. So keep an eye out on these kind of crops for your server. Every server will be different. Yes, a lot of them are linked together via auction house clusters. But definitely take a look and keep an eye on these tier 4 mats, because crafting is changing dramatically. We're getting a live stream this Friday, and there should be more spikes about these kind of mats, because in that live stream they're going to go over the big crafting changes, and they're going to go over the pigment changes. This is going to be very, very important. People are going to want to craft their pigments before 3.5, especially the tier 4 pigments, and you need more tier 4 pigments in 3.5 to craft Aeronor gear, the Luna Frost, Luna Gems as well, like that kind of stuff, to the new materials, and you need a lot of that stuff. So grab your tier 4 mats now, craft your pigments now. We are also seeing dramatic spikes in the value of the polishes, the tier 4 pigments themselves. So deeply colored oil up to 169. Again, this is just big, big spikes. So they were high, but they were never really this high. They were more around the 140, 150 range. And then they just spiked up. Because once again, the smarter players are bringing these prices up. They're gobbling up these pigments before the dramatic changes. These pigments should become way more expensive in 3.5. And yes, I know you're saying, like, damn, 200 gold nearly is expensive already. But these things are going to get more expensive in the new version. Just think about how many people have Delphinate upgradables, and they're going to go and try and get ionides right away, and you need a lot of these pigments. And if there's none or a very small amount on the auction house, they're going to have to craft them. And then with the new crafting system, you have to craft the pigment below it. So in order to create this tier 4 pigment, you have to craft the tier 3 pigment and feed that tier 4 or tier 3 pigment into this tier 4 one. So not only will it cost this base value, but it's going to cost whatever the tier 3 pigment is in material mats. And the same thing, the tier 3 one, to create that one, you have to craft the tier 2 one. And the tier 2 one, you have to craft the tier 1. You have to feed into it like that. It's a massive change on these mats. And yeah, don't get sticker shock. Buy your mats now. Craft your pigments now. Big tip. Look out for those spikes in those crafting materials, those crops. Those are probably the best things to be growing right now. And again, it does vary auction house to auction house. So check your auction house, keep an eye on them, and see if you can find any crop that's selling for around 50 silver. Definitely that's the one that you want to be growing and selling. Thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Take care.